All right, guys. So, hello down there. We're talking today about improving your gait mechanics, G-A-I-T, gait, your walking mechanics. Whether you're using a walker, whether you're on a cane, crutches if you're in Europe. What typically happens after a total knee replacement is patients tend to shorten the stride on one side, and they tend to kind of take this little step and recovery sequencing instead of striding through normally. Now in front of me, this is an agility ladder, but this might be tiles on your kitchen floor. This might be marks, you know, on a sidewalk. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a special piece of equipment. And if I'm going to do it with a walker, it's usually the safest way in the beginning. The main thing is simply to focus on that first step. I think if you've had a knee replacement, you understand that first step is usually the most challenging. You're kind of not sure if that leg is going to support you. You're not sure what it's going to feel like. You're anticipating the pain. And so taking that first step can be the most challenging. We want to practice as I stride, I feel the heel touch. I feel the midfoot. Then when my next foot comes through, I can actually feel my body weight shifting to the toe. I allow the knee to bend. This is the surgical knee in this situation. And then I take the next step. And I just repeat that process. I feel the heel. I feel the flat foot. I step through and I allow that knee to bend while my heel rocks up and I'm resting on the toe. And I take the next step. What I like about something like this is it gives us a visual marker so that we know, am I stepping through? Am I taking a symmetrical step? Just to see it from the other side. Same thing. I can pause. I can feel that knee bend, that quad relax before I swing it through. I can feel the heel contact as I go to a flat foot position. I step through, and the visual marker of, I don't want to go real wide. We're not stepping out here. I want to stay within the black lines and not step on the white lines as I'm coming through. And then once I've done this enough times and I feel confident with it, if I know that I can do it without the walker, or you're in physical therapy and you have a therapist who's there with you spotting you, what we typically do now is we compress the step to build confidence before we lengthen the step. Meaning, I'll step my surgical foot first, my non-surgical comes right alongside. Surgical, non-surgical, surgical, non-surgical. I'll do this all the way down to the end. Then when I'm coming back, we just do the opposite. I go non-surgical, surgical. This is the easiest of the scenarios because you're supporting with the non-surgical on every first step. Once we get down to the end, again, I'm with somebody, I've got some support, but I go with the surgical, non-surgical. I take my time, I reciprocal step all the way through the agility ladder, turn around, same thing coming back. Now, one of the things that we like to do in the physical therapy clinic, once we've cleared different sequencing, we got stride length, we have everything working the way we want to, we like to go lateral. So my surgical leg will step first as my non-surgical leg trails. I go down to the end of the ladder, or I go down to the end of the ceramic tiles or whatever I'm using, and then I do the same thing coming back. Now, you might say, but Tony, that's crazy. Why would you step on the surgical side first? Why not do the non-surgical? That's fine. There is no formula. There is no right or wrong. You can do whatever you feel most comfortable with, whatever you feel safest with. But at the end of the day, at some point, we need to make sure that we have the confidence in that surgical leg so that when we step on it, we know it's going to be there. You know, I could tell you 1,000 times, trust your knee, trust your knee, trust your knee. But I can't make you trust your knee. Only repetition can get you to trust your knee. And the repetition is what convinces the conscious, the subconscious, everything within you to say, hey, I've done this 100 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times. I know what it's going to feel like. I can anticipate it. and then you have the independence to go out into the community, to walk across the grass, to walk on gravels, to go back to doing the recreational things that you enjoy. If you have questions, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next video.